Mostly young men are being horribly disfigured by vicious thugs. Glassing attacks at our pubs and clubs are becoming more common. But as Jolie Abshar explains, two simple ideas could help cut the number of crimes.
Oh, I was horrified. Yes, and I also felt that we were just so lucky that he was still here.
Part of the difficulties that we have these days is that with the massive growth in illegal and illicit drugs, there is a combined effect, particularly when people drink, which unfortunately has led to a lot more aggressive behaviour of recent times.
This is the result of a savage and senseless attack, a broken glass used to slash a gaping wound. It was going to be just a night out in Northbridge for Dave and his mates. Instead, it ended with 19 stitches and 10 staples to his head and a broken jaw. Today, police provided a current affair with composite pictures of two men wanted for questioning. Dave's mother, Ella, is sickened by the attack.
I can't believe how someone could just have no conscience and just do a thing like that to another person.
Recently, police claim East Perth midfielder Craig Glancy was attacked and glassed in the face outside the Leederville Hotel. A man has been charged over the incident. Brothers Matthew and Glenn Gordon were attacked outside this popular nightclub last year. Both bouncers, they were slashed and stabbed with broken bottles and glasses for doing their job. But these aren't isolated cases. Bradley Woods is the CEO of the Australian Hospitality Association in WA.
In some hospitality venues where there has been a record or an incidence of antisocial behaviour and some glassing situations where people have been injured, then it would probably be very appropriate for the venues to consider introducing plastic glassware.
And this could be the simple answer. It looks like a normal beer glass, but in the heat of the moment, it can't be broken and used as a weapon.
A father of a young man left with 180 stitches in his face and permanent scarring after a glassing attack at a Perth tavern called for pubs and clubs to take more responsibility.
The approach should be to ban troublemakers and those who drink to the point of getting drunk from pubs, etc., for several months at a time. Now, there's technology to achieve this. It comes to the will of the authorities if they've got it. Now, B, although the legal drinking age should be increased, this will be difficult to achieve, so at the very least it'll prevent underage admission to pubs. Again, this can be achieved as well.
We do have alka pops, which are obviously traditionally served in a glass bottle, but we do reduce the amount of possible harm to patrons and people by using plastic cups.
Dwayne Nosworthy runs the popular Liquid nightclub in Rockingham. It's had its share of trouble in the past.
The attack happened in a car park outside the Liquid nightclub in Rockingham early on Sunday.
We try to be very proactive with technology and things that are at our disposal to combat antisocial behaviour. One thing that we do is that a lot of venues don't is we metal detect at the door.
Taking it to the next level of Big Brother technology is an identity storage system called Nightkey. Mario Medafari is a former owner of Metropolis nightclub in Northbridge. He helped create and develop the Nightkey system, which is used at Liquid and Metropolis.
We searched the world to see if we could find a product. When we couldn't find a product that could suit our needs, we decided to develop something ourselves.
And this is how it works. Before they enter, all punters have their identity details scanned into the system and a photo is taken of them. A fingerprint scan can also be stored and used to identify patrons the next time they return to the club.
What the Nightkey system actually does for us is it puts the power back in our hands to control the crowd, to uphold bans. If somebody acts irresponsibly in here or they disrespect the venue or another person, then obviously we can impose a ban on that person and the system actually upholds that ban.
Dwayne reckons antisocial behaviour and violence has been cut by more than half since the Nightkey was installed about 3 months ago.
What are your thoughts on identity storage technology?
It's a very innovative concept to ensuring both proof of age but also keeping an eye on potentially problematic customers as well.
But for Dave, it'll take months for his scars to heal, and he won't know if he'll ever look the same again. But he says safety at pubs and clubs comes down to common sense.
Watch how much you drink and watch the places you go to. Just if they're a bit dodgy and that, just stay out of there.
And a clear message needs to go out to the community that licensees have had enough, the police have had enough, and the community have had enough about antisocial and violent behaviour.
I really felt shocked that there's an element out there that thinks that society will condone this kind of behaviour and they can get away with it.
If you have any information about these two men wanted over the attack on Dave, contact Crime Stoppers.